Nevada is known all over the world for its fabulous Las Vegas Strip. The bright lights, variety of food experiences, gambling, and shows do provide a relief from the stresses of everyday life. But there is so much more to do and see in Nevada. A few hours north of Las Vegas, you will find many small towns, remnants of the glory days of mining, that proudly boast of their own unique attractions. One such place along Highway 95, now Interstate 11, is Tonopah. Tonopah boasts clear night skies for stargazing, the historic mining park, the Central Nevada Museum, and the historic Mizpah Hotel, known for its famous resident ghost, the Lady in Red. At the north end of town, however, is a unique place that attracts people from all over the world, the Clown Motel. The Clown Motel in Tonopah, Nevada, was opened in 1985 by siblings Leona and Leroy David. It sits next to the old Tonopah Cemetery, in itself a popular, albeit creepy, attraction. Their father, Clarence David, who perished in a mine accident in 1942 and is buried in that cemetery, had a small collection of some 150 clown figures. The Davids decided to base the theme of the motel around their father's collection. Over the years, the collection has grown to almost 6,000 clown figurines and toys, mostly due to donations from those attracted to the motel. None of the items is for sale, and the owner does not purchase clowns. The motel boasts 31 rooms, richly decorated with clowns both happy and scary. There have been reports of guests seeing strange shadows moving about the rooms and doors and windows opening by themselves. The motel came to the forefront in 2015 when an episode of Ghost Adventures was filmed there, and their ghost detection devices found some evidence of a paranormal presence. Since then, several movies have been made based on the motel and its phantasmagoric illusions. Commercial filming requires a permit and a fee. Neither is required for private use. 10 years later, the motel was sold to Bob Perchetti, a local resident who was involved in promoting tourism. He was dedicated to keeping the clown collection intact, so that when he in turn sold the motel to the Mehar family in 2019, they were bound by the contract to maintain the clown theme. No problem there. The Mehars were experienced hoteliers who realized the benefits of preserving the iconic Clown Motel and growing the world-famous clown collection. Since taking over the property, they have invested a lot of time and effort into improving the facilities and renovating the rooms. When I visited the hotel in 2019, I was on the lookout for ghosts, but it was daytime, and ghosts seem to prefer the darkness of night. I did not stay overnight since I was headed north to tackle the loneliest road in America. After obtaining permission to take photos of the clown figures in the lobby, I was free to roam around the room, surrounded by more clowns than I ever could have imagined. In one international survey, 5% of the adults had a fear of clowns or coulrophobia. I am certain that the evil Pennywise in movies like Stephen King's It produced a new generation of coulrophobics. Some people require a therapist to help relieve the anxiety. In my day, clowns like Clarabelle, Ronald McDonald, and Emmett Kelly were loved and not feared. Fortunately, there are not too many clowns roaming the streets these days, with the exception of those in government who make Pennywise look benign. By the way, when I arrived at the motel, there was a young couple doing a photo shoot in the parking lot. I later found out that they had come all the way from Italy to stay at the motel. Such is life at the Clown Motel. This is the infamous Clown Motel in Tonopah, Nevada. It is on the north of the city. So coming from Las Vegas, it'll be at the end of the city as you're heading north. And it's been known to be associated with ghosts, and it's a functioning motel as well. And right next to it is a cemetery. The old Tonopah Cemetery, where a lot of the old timers are resting. So it appears that they're doing some improvement here, putting in this patio. And as you go inside, you'll get to the place where all the clowns are. And the present owner is a real friendly person. He knows people want to come by and take pictures, so that he welcomes people to come in. And photography is welcome. So this is the clown motel that I've seen several YouTube videos on, and I always wanted to come and see this. And it's an amazing place. It has valuable clown figures and pictures and postcards and all you could want. Wonder Hussey came here a couple of years ago, and that's where I got the idea to come as well. It's just an amazing collection. At one point, it was in danger of being closed, but a gentleman purchased it and has kept it going and is improving the process. Oh, that is this fellow here. Let's see if I can walk back. Wouldn't want to run into him. It's amazing because now the clown has become a figure to be afraid of. And apparently the little kids of today are afraid of clowns. Whereas when I was little, we used to go to the Ringling Brothers Circus and see Emmett Kelly, who was the premier clown of that day. And I think they have some likenesses of Emmett Kelly. So this is actually a museum because these were all donated and they aren't for sale. Let's see if I can find one that looks like Emmett Kelly. Of course, back in my day, we weren't afraid of clowns. We thought they were clowns. Oh, there's Emmett Kelly right up there. Right up there. That's Emmett Kelly. He was the most famous clown of them all. And was associated with the Ringling Brothers Circus, as well as others. He started out working as a circus hand, doing odd jobs, and then one day developed that makeup and eventually became the clown. I also know there's a clown college or university in Florida where they train clowns, but I guess that's not popular anymore because people are afraid of them. But this is a truly remarkable collection. And it's good that the proprietor knows that people want to see things and doesn't mind you sort of looking around. Now this clown here looks like Buster Keaton. Oh, it is. Up here. You recognize his eyes anyway. The other thing about Emmett Kelly, he was the hobo clown. That was his makeup, and of course that was popular during the Depression, the Great Depression, because people had a sympathy with him being the hobo. See, a lot of people come here. If I was going to stay overnight here, I would try to book a room, but I just came in this morning and I'm on my way up north to Reno, because I think it would be fun to say I stayed here. So little kids, don't be afraid of clowns. They're not evil people. Only that movie made the clown evil. I can't remember the name of that movie, but I think that's what started the anti-clown movement. So that's it for clowns. And to show you how popular this place is, the proprietor told me that just before I arrived, there was a couple from Italy visiting the U.S., and they had on their list to stop at the Clown Motel. So that tells you this is worldwide known, and people come from all over. And if you're in Tonopah, this is the must place to visit or stay if you are going to overnight in Tonopah. And there are also pictures of the modern clowns. This is an Emmett Kelly type. Then the clown from The Simpsons, and then Bozo, and Ronald McDonald, and some I don't know over there. So Kelly. Simpson, Bozo, Ronald McDonald.